Good morning. I was actually going to start earlier, but then I opened Animal Crossing because I was like, let me go ahead and do my little like dailies. And then I looked and it was 9:57. And I was like, oh, never mind. So here we are. Why are you sad? Don't be sad. Good morning, everyone. It's morning for me. Happy time zone. Don't be sad. I shouldn't tell you how to feel. Leon! Keisha. Or Kyler Brooks, whoever you are. You're not Kyler Brooks anymore. You're back to purple. You get 10 real life pizzas, yes. I'm going to put them in the mail. I'm going to mail each slice of each pizza one at a time. Eventually they'll get there. Thank you for resubscribing, friend. I appreciate it. I was so locked into new month prep. I forgot to play Animal Crossing. I lost my Nook record thing. I've done that. Mine normally happens when I was playing, I was still working full-time back in California, and I would just be too fucking tired. I would be like, oh, well, whatever. I would be annoyed, but I was too tired from work to care that much. Look, she just finished eating her second breakfast. So she's here in the doorway that you can't see. Recently watched a movie where the credit scene involves someone getting a pizza in the mail. With the sandwich from yesterday, yeah. It'll all come through the mail. I hope Canada Post is not going to go on strike again anytime soon because that could turn very bad. Username inspired me to add garlic bread to my DoorDash. Good. As it should. And as you should. It was somehow still frozen. Don't worry about it. Not pizza, but like it's close. It's in proximity. It's pizza adjacent, so it still counts. Pizza adjacent, exactly. Just want first breakfast. Jasper's being a lot. I had a bowl of cereal for breakfast, but now I'm hungry because my stomach was growling, so that's a problem, but that's fine. Oh yeah, you said you're leaving Thursday, right, May? Or a friend is coming in town Thursday, which is tomorrow, because today is Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. There she is. I don't know where she went. She's somewhere. Sounds like they want to strike again soon. I thought I had seen something just in passing about Canada Post. And I don't know if it was something on Reddit, and I was like, are they going to go on strike again? But then I didn't look into it because I was like, oh well. Hi, Mariah. Yes, we're going to sprint because I really want to play Animal Crossing, but we can't spend 5 hours. We could, but we don't need to. I have books to read. I have a library book that's over there in the corner of my desk. I don't need to forget about it. I was up till 1 a.m. reading a book. Oh my God. didn't think about Animal Crossing yesterday. That's okay. Apparently Monday we all thought was Tuesday. But then for me yesterday, it kind of felt like Sunday until even like during Dilly's stream, it wasn't feeling like a Tuesday. So I don't know. Need to run to the library. I just checked because I put a second book on hold. And then when I went to pick up this book on Monday or Sunday, whenever, I was like, oh, well, that one said it was at this branch and they had at least this copy and maybe a couple others, but it wasn't ready. And I just checked and it's still not ready. And I'm kind of confused. So I don't know if maybe it really wasn't at this branch because it says it's in transit, but according to the website, it was at this branch. They had multiple copies. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Friend comes tomorrow. Oh, you're on the desk now? She's house sitting some doggies right now. Can't come till the evening. Gonna use that extra time. Take a fat nap. Yes, as you should. Said out loud yesterday. It was Friday. Yeah, none of us know what day it is anymore. Hi, you're too short. No one can see you. That's okay. But I got up early. Well, not real early. It was 6. And that's the earliest I've gotten up and then like actually gotten out of bed in many, I don't know, many weeks. So I was very proud of myself. There's your tail. Don't step on anything though. But I have also recently become obsessed with please don't step on things. Hey. Ma'am. Could you hear my I don't understand. Ma'am. I don't know as listen. Windows 11 has been a pain in my ass because ever since I had to update, I was forced to update. One day I logged on, I opened the computer and woke it up. And then it was like, do you want to update right now? Or do you want to push it back for like an hour or something? And I was like, guess I have no choice. So ever since that update, it's fucked with my voice meter. Like the other day when I was watching T, she like came back from please don't sit on that. She came back from the break and I could hear her. I heard her chatting for like a full 2 minutes and then all of a sudden nothing. And I was like, okay, did I mute this? Because I've done that before on accident. Nothing was muted. Tab wasn't muted. Hadn't hit M. I hadn't paused the stream. It was voice meter. Just stopped working. Like last night when I was in the voice call with the friends, I was talking for a good few minutes and then it just stopped. I'm gonna figure out how to stop that. You're gonna have to get down. Goodbye. Yes. Hello. I don't want to stream OBS Studio, thank you. Yeah, see, normally streamer mode should just kick on. Guess what didn't happen? I hate Windows 11. Because Tian was like, your voice meter now is like not compatible or something with Windows 11. And he was like, I'm going to have to update it or whatever. And that just hasn't happened yet. but I hate Windows 11. Discord forgot to how to detect OBS for every streamer, and apparently it's also saying that Discord that's the game you're playing. I hate it. Kitty on my Disnet. Yeah, she'll sneak up here and I can see her, but then she just like moves real slow. Like I'm not gonna be able to see her. I don't know. Half the time I hear it. The only time the no timer thing happens for me is when I've installed the timer and then all this stuff separately. Like if I wanted the timer in a certain spot and that not one of the preset places, and I'm like, I want the timer over here. And if I install them separately, I don't hear the timer. If I install them together, I hear the timer, but that's just my experience and I don't understand that either. Windows 11 is weird. They changed notification tones. I hate Windows 11. And then they changed all the stuff in my start menu and they made it look weird and they moved everything. What does it do? What is it good for? Gonna try and fix it, but motherfucker, YOLO if I can't. You should just set an alarm on your phone. Goes off at the same time. What are you gonna do? Unfollow me? OBS is a game for TN, but yeah, like it said, Allie was playing OBS when she was streaming the other day. I think it said it for Dylan last night. Wouldn't be surprised if it says it. Yeah, it's asking me if I want to stream OBS Studio. No, I don't. I do not wish to do that. Thank you. Yeah, it said May was streaming the game OBS. Like, what are you doing? Well, do you? Like Discord, what are you doing? Windows 11, what are you doing? Why are we changing things? When things work, why are we changing them? That's rude. Okay. I have to read my book. I cannot play Animal Crossing until I read my book. Oh, I didn't put my book up here, ding dong. Ding dong. Hold on. Nah, not that. Nope. I am and then every time I try to open like a file folder, it like pauses. It freezes. Why? Why? I'm reading God of the Woods. And if this thing would work, you guys would know that. Because I could put the little book thing up there. Find one? Dang. I'm reading another gay thriller, as you should. Because it is Pride Month. Happy Pride. God of... Nope. Nope. I can't spell. It's fine. Maybe. Where am I? Where? I found it. Okay, let me... What if I put it here? What if I just do this? Does this work? Now you can see it. I'm enjoying it so far. This apparent, I don't know if I got this in like one of the like Amazon, like the Kindle Unlimited, like you pick one free book a month. Because most of the time I've not had great choices. Can you just, yeah. Like sometimes the choices are okay, and then other times the choices are like meh. And I think either this came from that or maybe I bought it, but we'll never know. Can I just change this? What do you think? Nice. I'm dying. It's fine. Book of the month. Got it for free. I want to swap the... Who was that? I don't know what's going on out there. Oh, can I not swap those? What if, hello? Where are you? What if I just put it here? I'm just gonna put it here. Hockey ads? Where? You can really see it. What if I just put it here? I'm really hungry. On my screen. Go Oilers. What if that's... I want those two to swap, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll just live with it. Go Sports Puck. Okay. I think I'm like, where am I? I'm 42% of the way in, which is good. I hope this is how I do the timer because I don't really remember. As my friends are requiring you for cheer for oil. Oh, not for Florida. Never for Florida. Honestly. Oh my God. This has been happening since I got back from Ottawa and I don't know what's going on. Really, in a majority of cases, like team versus Florida, not Florida. Whoever is not Florida, I want to win. Yeah, you do have hockey. You have the Panthers, which I also don't really understand, but what do I know? Haven't seen snow in decades. Yeah, I don't get it. I still, and I don't really have a reasoning behind this. When the Vegas Knights were created a few years ago, I'm like, why? Like, why? They live in the jungle. The Gators love them. Panthers haven't seen snow either. That was so okay. I'm glad you also said that, Mariah. Because yeah, like I get because money and like they have a shit ton of money, so all their openings is gonna just be like big show, but like why? We don't need you. I was like, it feels like this like cool kid, if you could call him that, saw all these people getting hyped about like this one thing and they're like, I can do that, I'm gonna do that, and then they just bought their way in, which is what Vegas did because they have all the money. They're just gonna buy a team and buy all the good players and have big whatever. That's just what it felt like because I was like, what are you doing? I don't understand. You guys are in a desert. It's kind of like Florida. Florida, like Raven said, where's the snow? Panthers live in a jungle. Where is the snow? Does not compute. I guess you could say the same thing though for LA and Orange County. Because, I mean, you do have snow in some areas of Southern California, but you could say the same thing for the California teams. It's like, Southern California, but where? That snow ain't everywhere. Money has ruined sports. Yes. Pay to play. Yes. Like, I forget that the Vegas team is even there, that they even exist, until they just like pop up and I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. That's why I stopped showing horses. Because people could just buy their way in. Yes. Bo agrees. Couldn't afford the fancy clothes for me, so I could never place first. That sounds right. We're required to cheer for the Oilers for the next 2 weeks. Then you can go back to your normal team affiliations. Valid. Yeah. Run type schedule, but that's fine. Is this game 1? Game 1. Like, it's Florida. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my friends from Florida. But we're not cheering for Florida. I would put so much work into Brock. He deserved to place higher than he was. And it's dumb when it's like, oh, well, your clothes aren't fancy enough. Your clothes aren't right. And don't get me started on, I'm not in the biking, like, cyclist community. But I've known people that are in cyclists. Don't get me started on, like, when people are in races and shit and you can abso-fucking-lutely buy your way to a, like, higher placing, like a higher place in the race because you can buy a better bike. If you can't buy a better bike and someone who can buy a better bike, they can go way faster. And they could get a higher place. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. Anyways. I don't cheer for Florida. No one cheer for Florida. We only cheer for the Oilers. We only cheer for Oilers. And if you don't remember, just remember not Florida. I don't even cheer for Florida. Exactly. My book keeps going to bed. And by book, I mean Kindle. What time does it start? It starts at 7 for me tonight. Y'all go Canada. Yeah. You can't remember, just not Florida or go Canada. One of those two. Last show, Brock looked so good. Best shape of his life. Placed second because I wasn't wearing a cowboy hat. That's dumb. What does you wearing or not wearing a cowboy hat have to do with the horse? Like, that's dumb. My God. I do support it all, but it's Floridian. I don't cheer for it. Yeah. See, like, we've got Floridians in here who are like, I'll pass on cheering for Florida. Friend's wife is a professional cyclist, really good. Funding is so hard to cut. Like, because cycling shit's expensive. Because one of the person I knew who he got into it and he was a manager. Please hold. He was one that he needed you to know he had money. So he was constantly talking about wearing the things that cost money and talking about the things that cost money. He just really needed you to know. So I got into cycling. And so I accidentally learned stuff about cycling. And also I look on Reddit. But that shit's expensive. Those fucking bikes, road bikes, period, are expensive. And then when you like get into it, it gets real fucking expensive. Be watching Sony's State of Play, but thinking about Canada. Your team's keep imploding. God. War helmet, because I would expect, like, no matter if it's like a show, competition, whatever, for horses, they would require you to wear a helmet, not a hat, like, to complete the outfit. Because if you get thrown from a fucking horse and God forbid it kick you, good luck. Like, I would expect them to be like saying no, like your hat's cute and all, but enforcing the you must wear a helmet rule. That's ridiculous. Aren't they supposed to penalize for wearing a helmet instead of a cowboy hat? What? Old school judges do what they want. That's fucking dumb. That's fucking dumb. I have a lot of strong opinions about things. If you haven't noticed, and especially when I have no skin in the game or no connection to whatever it is. But in that particular case, that's dumb. Oh my God, Mariah, you should get a slightly bigger helmet, but it would still fit your head. Wear a cowboy hat, but then wear the helmet. Or reverse it. Have the helmet and then a cowboy hat glued on top. Technically, you're wearing a cowboy hat. You can be Team Horse, yes. We are Team Mariah and smart person who rides horses who wears helmet. True, yeah. Like, what are they gonna say? That's not what I meant. Not like that. You said wear a cowboy hat. It's on my head. English mandatory, Western optional in most class type. It's dumb. I'm gonna go tell him. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show up somewhere to one of these competitions. I'm gonna be like, I'm taking over. I have zero connection to this, but I'm taking over and I'm changing the rules. Mandatory helmets. They do have those I'm gonna do it anyway. Maybe that I can make them. I decided when we were in Canada with our cousins, I don't know why we were talking about Labubu, but those ugly little Labubus, because one of our other cousins accidentally got one and she didn't know what it was and like just clipped it to the baby bag, and other people were like, oh my God, you have a Labubu, and she's like, I don't know what that is. So I was like, I'm gonna make off-brand Labubu. Now I'm gonna make show helmet hats that are gonna have a cowboy hat on top of it, or like a part of it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna. These are all the things I'm gonna do. When they're gonna happen, I don't know, but it's gonna happen. Brock and I are retired, and he deserves the retirement. Living the best life, not doing show prep. All these people not wearing helmet. Wear your helmet. Period. Even if you're in the house, wear your helmet. I'm gonna start this timer and I'm gonna read. Beyonce's in her little house. Bo is out doing something. Really wish I had a snack, but I don't. Saw a person driving a motorcycle with sneakers on. I also don't recommend that. Going to the grocery store. Good luck. Godspeed. Be blessed by the grocery store gods that you can get in, get out. Have a good library run. Godspeed. Be blessed by the library gods. Driving down a major highway known for reckless drivers. Wear a helmet, people. One time Brock tripped over his own feet. He fell, I fell, landed in a bunch of rocks. Was wearing a helmet, still went to the ER. See? Switched to dressage only because the lady I learned from sold the horse from under. It couldn't show up without it. Imagine that you just like, I don't know what it's called. I forget. Okay, you know the horse heads on a stick that like you would get when you're a kid and you like ride around? That's a thing. They have like those whole competitions for those. You could have gotten one and shown up and been like, I am ready. Mariah, Tian showed me like a video of one of the competitions and I was like, It was amazing. I want to see more. But you should show up. You should have shown up with one of those and like been like, I am ready. Yeah. I don't know if it was like something on YouTube. I don't know where he found this, but I was like, this is amazing. I want to see more. Maybe I'll watch more of that later. Because I've been watching this Animal Crossing hard mode. I think it's a compilation. Like they were streaming. I'm assuming they stream on YouTube. And so they've just cut each stream down and put it in one because it's a 30 real life day challenge. And so that's what I've been watching the past couple of days. But the video is just shy of 10 hours long. And I'm on hour like 315. So that's what I've been doing. And now I'm like, should I do Animal Crossing hard mode challenge? I'm going to try to do this first. Work more on what I've got. But maybe after this, I do Animal Crossing hard mode. And I thought about telling Friday because that was my first thought. As I saw this and I immediately thought of Friday. So anyways, my heart hurts. He absolutely hated his owner. Should have just taken him. They can keep paying for the upkeep, but you should take him. Okay, I'm going to start this timer. We're going to start my book. All of us, well, I've already started it, but we're going to keep reading. Read to page, we'll say 250 because I'm almost at. Okay. Everyone start this book that I'm reading. I need to go downstairs and pick up my other book. I ordered, I don't know what the trilogy is, but Shay read Way of Kings, and then Dylan started Way of Kings, and then I decided I wanted to start Way of Kings. And so I found it was a deal, and it was like just a little bit more for me to get the paperback like trilogy versus just the first book. So I got those and they came in last night. So I need to go pick those up. I'm behind on Buddy Reads. Don't make me start another one. And then I had us starting Jade City this month, Keisha, but we can push it if it's a 5-book series. Okay, well, I have 3 of them. I have 3/5 of them. With 5 more coming. I'm excited. That makes me happy because for whatever reason, my brain is like, yeah, I want big books and long series. You prick of books. Eat VODs. Own all the Brandon Sandys. Yes. Do you want to read Way of Kings with us? I'm looking on track for my own book clubs. My problem is people say something and I'm like, I'm going to join in. And then I look at my monthly TBRs and I go, And then I also have books I'm reading for YouTube videos. Like this is one that I'm reading. This one. I'm reading for a video. So I have books that I'm reading for videos, books that I'm reading with friends, and then other books that I wanted to read just because I wanted to. Oh yeah, do matchup first. Matchup. We can push Jade City. That would actually. I'm drowning in Buddy Reads in a good way. I feel like let's push Jade City, and then you catch up on Madship, and then we'll roll forward. It'll be fine. Just no one stop reading ever. Okay, I'm gonna read now. Bye.
So change that beat up. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Fight me! I braced myself. I was ready for it. Hi, Zio. I'm keeping notes on this book. This book is really good. I'm enjoying this one a lot more than The Late, which is the first one I read. But damn. A lot going on. Some of these characters are trash. Like, I'm not going to say a whole lot. Hi, Coral. Hi, Luch. But like, this isn't a summary, so this isn't really giving anything away, but this kid goes missing, and then the parents, they end up having another kid later. And the mom's like distraught when the first kid goes missing and like doesn't really want to have another one that soon after the first one goes missing. And the husband, who's pretty good bit older than her, he basically is like, no, we're gonna have another baby because it'll give her something to do. I'm like, bro, it's a baby, not a hobby. All these people are so fucked up. Announcements. There's announcements everywhere. Do I have water? I do have water. I need more coffee because I'm out and I need more. Welcome in. Good job. First sprint with whatever you did or did not do or whatever. We need to bring back stories of women castrating men for doing dumb shit. Yeah, exactly. I'm really like, as irritating and frustrating and just you want to punch people in these books, or in this particular book. I really like it when an author can write a character that evokes such a strong emotion. And a lot of the times the strong emotion for me is, God, I hate you. But to be able to evoke that strong of an emotion with just words on paper, excellent. Go to sleep, Lucia. Hi, Chaos. The timer woke me up. Good morning. Good thing you don't do dumb shit. No one here does dumb shit. None of us. I'm making good progress. I'm almost to page 250 and I am at 50% of my book. Ideally, I would finish this book tomorrow. I have a lot of books to read. My problem is I have a lot of books to read and I'm excited to read them for both myself and for videos. But then I do dumb shit. Speaking of dumb shit, of like going on YouTube and then getting lost on YouTube for an absurd amount of time, or going onto Twitch and then being like, I'm gonna hang out in this person's stream and do nothing else because then I'm just talking the whole damn time. Or I play Animal Crossing and then get nothing done. See, always one is me. I got cold because I'm right under the air conditioning unit. Vent is the word I was going for. It's fine. Oh. Okay. It's fine. Everybody stretch. I know it vented last night. Vented now. Oh, vented. I get it. They tested the tornado sirens when I woke up. Oh, shit. Fuck, they're gonna be testing ours in like 15 minutes. Because it's the first Wednesday. Thanks for the shout. I almost forgot. I always forget until they go off and I'm like, what the fuck? So it's a good thing I don't have the windows open today, because I had them open yesterday because it was rainy and it was nice and it was a lot cooler, because the day prior it was like 90 degrees. Why? I see sunlight and wind test. Don't miss tornado sirens. I know the only time it's a problem is when it's not the first Wednesday at noon. They go off any other time. That's when Reddit's lighting up like, what's going on? So there's that. I think Dilly is starting soon. Originally, that's what I was like, maybe I can get up and start stream like hella early. I don't know why, but my brain was like, maybe at like 8 a.m. Girl, that ain't gonna happen. Because Dilly's having demo day. He's playing a whole bunch of demos at 1 Eastern, which for me is at noon. So about when the sirens go off. The tornado siren testing will announce Dilly starting stream. So I was like, maybe I can go live early and then we could go right into Dilly. But I went live early, but it was only at like 10:15. And I do want to read more, so we're going to keep going for a while. But just so everyone's aware. Tornado, yeah, I've seen the reports about just in the past like few months of like all these fucking storms and tornadoes and shit. And I'm like, if they could just not, that would be great. If they can just go, just anywhere else. I don't know, like the middle of the ocean where no one is around. That would be awesome. We had some like storms, but we've been, knock wood, lucky so far. I think like, was it a few weeks ago or something? They had a whole bunch of shit going on. In our area was like under, I forget which is the watch or the warning. The one that's not on the ground, but like, they're like, be careful. It hasn't been cited on the ground, but it's a possibility. Watch. I always confuse the two, so I can never remember. And there was like, for my area and like the close surrounding areas, I think it was just the watch, but I want to say it was like maybe south of us. They were having warnings, or like warnings were issued. So then just like a lot of storms, like rain and shit like that. But we've been, knock on wood, lucky so far. I really want a snack. Do I have anything? Not. Green GPS. My Switch is moving. It's gonna move approximately 1 millimeter and then stop, because I mean, they put 2069. Very nice, by the way. And it says before then, but like, you know, does that mean this year? Does it mean like 2062? It can't move too fast. Bad news, it's in Florida. Good news, I'm in Florida. What it's gonna do is it'll go from Florida up to like Colorado, and then maybe they'll send it to like Virginia, down to Atlanta, back to Florida, back to Atlanta, and then finally to you. That's how it's gonna work, because it makes the most sense, obviously. One that he heard recently was rain wrapped. Apparently hard as fuck to see. That sounds terrifying. 2069 seems like a late shipping date. They're like, what if we is it under promise, over deliver? They're like, we'll just pick a date that's pretty far in the future. Then when it gets there before that, they'll be really thankful. Why is it so hot? Yeah, it was like nasty hot. on Monday. I was like, this is disgusting. I hate it. Someone pointed out it said before 12/31/69. I'm assuming is 2069, not 1969. It could be 3069. See, this is why I like prefer I'll write it out, a date like this. Whoops, wrong. I was gonna write 2025. A date like this, where it's the actual day and then the month and then the year, because technically you could also do this and just, you know, the last two numbers of the year. But if it could be interpreted multiple ways, you might as well just put the full year. So we used to get rain wrapped ones all the time in Oklahoma, so it just sounds creepy. 1/1/1970 in the early morning European time is like a computer date of 0 unset. What the hell? Converted to US time, it's 1969. But why? Time travel confirmed, truly. Went to the library, dropped off book for donations, returned a book, picked up a hold. Also stopped by the DMV to get my title. You need a break. All of that was a lot, but the DMV alone, that's a whole thing. Time travel is silly. Set the clock back in Animal Crossing. Day, month, year is European format. Prefer 3-letter month written. Yeah, I think at my last job, we only ever used the 3 letters. And then my brain would fuck me up. Like if it was June or July, I would accidentally try to put the last letter each time. And I'm like, no, stop. I prefer that format though, because it's just clear. You know what date, you know when you're talking about. It's just clear from the get-go. I prefer that. To be fair, I'd ordered it ahead of time, so I don't have to wait. That's good. Still, DMV. Speaking of DMV, so I've made it through. I thought for whatever reason, Theo, it was not episode 1, not chapter 1, season 1. It was season 2, the ending of season 2. And I made it through the first, like, I forget what they call, but it's like the stories that they couldn't work into the season. They're just like 3 mini stories. I got through the first ones. I think I started the second set. And the only reason I said that is because Theo knows one of the characters, Casper, he used to work at the DMV before he started working at Midnight Burger. And if you don't know what Midnight Burger is a podcast, and you should listen to it. It's so good. That's all I need to say. It was Theo's recommendation, and it was a very good recommendation, and it's so good. So, everyone should listen to Midnight Burger. Standing ovation. I feel like Gloria would be proud of me. And Zebulon and they would all, like, all of them would be proud. Casper would give me a very sarcastic response, but everyone would be proud of me. I still want to be friends with Ava. She's still funny. But I was sad because Shell's not dead. But I miss Shell. I really like Shell. And I'm sad. I want Shell back, but I understand. Only CO is going to understand anything that I'm talking about, and that's okay, because everyone could start listening to Midnight Burger, and then after season 2, I'd be like, okay, I get it. I understand now. I go away. Have a good sleep. I was going to say have a good night, but sleep well. So everyone should listen to Midnight Burger. Bye. How do you feel about your... I like X now. Like, now that we all had our little moment and we all know what's going on. Have a good work day, Becca. Thanks for the work lurk. I hope your workday goes by very fast and very easy. And then you can maybe leave early and have a chill night. We like X. I appreciate X. I just really like Shell, though. I miss Shell. Tian's not here. Tian's at work today, like in the office. So he don't even see any of this. Yeah, I miss my ex Tien. And I've told him he's been listening to Tales from the Stinky Dragon. I don't know how many seasons that is. I don't know how far he is in that one because I know Tyler was also listening to that. But I told him, I was like, you need to listen to this because it's really good. But he wants to finish Tales from the Stinky Dragon before he like picks up another podcast, which is fair. I wish I could be that person, but I can't. I feel like I need to have, for multiple things in my life, multiple things of the hobby going on at the same time. I haven't listened to Dungeons and Daddies in a hot minute because I've been more obsessed with Midnight Burger. I have not met the sister. I'm gonna say no because I can't recall any sisters coming into play. So I'm gonna say no. But maybe this next season, maybe season 3. But like I had Midnight Burger and Dungeons and Daddies. I typically have 2 books happening at the same time. Barbie! In the Twitch chat, straight up renewing it. And by it, haha, well, let's just say my subscription. Yes. Did I do a good job, Bremy? Bremy, thank you for the resub. For 36 months, that's almost as old as I am as a person. Like if it was years instead of months, it would be almost as old as me. Unclear. Bremy's drunk. They might be. Lately, like I have some drinks here, but I don't have any beer, and that's really what I've been wanting lately for some reason. So maybe I can go get some this weekend. Maybe I can type as well as Bremy. And Friday. Fine. Okay. What I'm gonna do is start the timer, get more coffee, and then like rifle through my kitchen and maybe there's a snack. I don't know. If you tell Tien to grow a beard, you'll have infinite bear. It's true. Very true. Okay, I'm gonna start this. Everyone work, don't work, nap, read, whatever you want to do. Natural IRL for Dilly Star. I know, like it's 3 minutes away. But I forgot about it until you just said that, and I'm gonna forget about it in probably a minute. And then when it goes off, it's gonna scare me. Oh no. Beyonce's asleep and it's gonna scare her. That's poor baby. Okay. Everyone have a good sprint. Welcome back. Okay, we're going on another sprint. I'm gonna go get coffee. Well, at least this way you won't have to hear the siren testing. So that's good. Okay, I'll be back in 45. Bye. Welcome back. Go make lunch. I need lunch. I have my little snack, but I'm hungry. Just got through a really... The chapters are... It's interesting the way they do chapters. Just got through a really rough section, really rough chapter. I will say, I don't know if this particular trigger warning will occur ever again, but if you want to read this book, I recommend it, but look for trigger warnings, content warnings. So, it's really good. Oh, I hit page 250. I gotta update. Done. 10. Into page, we'll say 300. I'm really enjoying the book and relationships between characters, and we go back and forth in time a lot because there's like five different time periods, and then even within like the year 1975 we have like 4 different time periods. It's like there's a lot going on, but I'm not finding it difficult to keep track of when, because at the start of each chapter it'll say like, it'll highlight what year it is or like the year and the month, but we're going back and forth a lot. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really good, and it's really interesting to see character development and then seeing like, oh, okay, that's why you act like that and all this kind of stuff. I had to hold up my note because Dillion, he was looking at me. He was waving. So I had to say hello. Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna get rid of that too. So it's the first Wednesday of the month. And typically at noon on the first Wednesday, we get the tornado siren testing. But it is 12:45 and I have heard no tornado siren testing. And I tried at like 12:08 to look on Reddit to see if the city subreddit, if anyone had said anything, but they hadn't said anything yet. So also, hi Coral. So that's weird. And I might Google it and check Reddit again, because since it's been like 45 minutes now. But guess what? I moved. Because I know you got the keys. And that like a little while back you got the keys and you were able to like get in the house. But like moving's a whole thing. Let's fucking go. I'm so glad that you were in new house. It's gonna take a while, but like getting set up, getting all this stuff, getting settled. Still going through bank hell, but you're settled for the most part. And we'll get all the stuff, the house stuff fixed along the way. Let's fucking go. Not me thinking it's 11:45. You have time. What are time zones? Time zones aren't real. I'm gonna Google it now. Why did... Oh wait, hang on. Why not go off today? Not. Just Google AI. They're like, there is no active tornado threat. That's why they didn't go out. That's not what I'm asking. Okay, well, this county says 1 p.m. Do they go off at 1? I thought they go off at noon. Okay, that's a Facebook page. I don't want that. Oh, maybe it's 1 p.m. because this place is close to, maybe is it 1? I thought it was noon. Am I goofy? I guess it's at 1. I'm gonna assume it's at 1 then. I thought it was at noon. Apparently I don't remember. They just happen and I'm like, as soon as I see them, like, oh, it's the first Wednesday, I just don't care anymore. Different zone of time, or as I prefer, another clock land. That's fun. I like another clock land. Yes, I guess it's at 1 p.m. my time, which means it'll be going off in 12 minutes. I was certain that it was noon, but I guess not. Oh, I think they change it up sometimes. When I lived in Ohio, they change it by an hour every few months. Why? That's confusing because see, maybe that's what happened. Because I thought for damn sure I would remember I would be streaming on Wednesdays and like, I thought it was at noon and then it'd go off. I'd be like, oh, okay. Bored trolls. Yeah. And they're just like, I don't want to today. I'm taking a nap. That's just confusing. Well, if they don't go off at 1 my time, I'm going to be Googling and Redditing, going on Reddit. And I'll be like, why did the alarms not go off? Anyways. So people don't get used to it? Maybe. Because see, that's how I know when it's sunny and the first Wednesday and then I hear the siren, I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess that's fair though, because tornado could just like happen, like a storm could move in really fast and then maybe it would go off and we'd be like, oh, it's the first Wednesday and like it's looking a little stormy, but whatever, and then no one would pay attention to it. That's a fair point. Okay, what are we on? That was 2. You've only done 2? Why does it feel like I was gonna say been alive for longer than 2 hours? I've been alive longer than 2 hours, which is a true fact. It feels like it's been through. I almost spilled that everywhere. Trying to like swirl the coffee. I could have made this stronger. Yeah, coffee ground. I am looking forward to playing more Animal Crossing. I really should get other stuff done today, but our LFA meeting was on Monday rather than today. So I've got the rest of the night. I've got stuff to do. But I could dedicate like a couple hours to Animal Crossing. What in the fuck is this? I'm watching I'm watching Dilly play this demo, and this monster has no face. There's just like a hole, just like a big hole where the face should be. And I don't like that. That's scary. There's also a hole in the main body. I don't like that either. It's scary. Need a nap. You should nap. Pete's Cat's dry. You made it. I appreciate everyone who was. I wasn't around a lot for May. There was a lot of IRL stuff going on. Shut up, timer. But we're back. I appreciate everyone who donated. but hyped up and was just here, not just for my campaign, but like GoTel across the board. We ended it over 172. Please hold. I don't remember the exact number. Oh my God, flashbang. 300. My goal was 250. And then you beautiful little beans got me to like 289. And I like put on Blue Sky. I was like, does anybody have like $11? So appreciate whoever did that, which I can find out later. God, flashbang. I appreciate getting to 300. I was kind of like TN in the sense that I didn't have any major milestones. This was our final total for GoTel, by the way. $174,548.14. 90% sure Frogsy get the 300. Frogsy, if you're here, thank you. And if you're not here, I'll see you later somewhere in someone's stream. And thank you. So let's fucking go. I wonder if this still works actually. Hold on. Oh, I think I paused. Okay, the sound still works. That kind of scared me because I was expecting to see something and there was nothing there. Anyways, I do like how, because me and Tien talked about like the milestone thing. Like we talked about it back when he was planning for Black Girls Code and then for GoTel, because especially for the folks who fundraise at least once a year, if not multiple times a year for many, many years in a row, it can get difficult to come up with new and fresh like milestones, because some things it's fine to repeat, like, oh, when we hit $25 you guys can make a Blue Sky post for me or whatever. Like some things, like it's fine to repeat, kind of like evergreen content, but you know, you want to keep it different or change it up. So it's like, oh, last year, you know, you don't want to have for the same, you know, $1,000 milestone for the past 5 years kind of be the same thing of like, I'm gonna, you know, speed run this game, or I'm gonna restart this, or, you know, delete my save file. Those can be fun, don't get me wrong, but you want to keep it new and different and change it up, because, you know, some people might be like, okay, well, you did that last time, or you did that 2 years ago, maybe we could try something different. So he was like, what if we just come up with them on the fly? And I was like, you could do that. And it's worked really well, because him and Allie are going to do the movie review, and then he's going to play Animal Crossing. I'm so excited. So like those worked out really well. So I didn't have any. And so maybe for 300 we can figure something out. That can be something we can brainstorm. Love to do one for PC. Okay. Do you say PCOS or PCOS? Because I feel like I say PCOS, but my brain wants to say PCOS, and I just want to know real fast. Endometriosis awareness. I can't say it too fast. You spell okay. I feel like I want to be more active to promote it. Like try to promote my uncle's Extra Life fundraiser when he does it. I say, I would say go ahead, and if you want to, Ender Metroid Osis. Yes. I would say if you're like, this is what I want to do, this is a fundraiser that I have a lot of passion for, that I want to promote, fundraise, and give more awareness to. First of all, you can just do it anyway. But you could start, like, if you want to kind of like build up to it and kind of brainstorm and kind of putting the word out there, use like, I don't have Twitter anymore, but like whatever social media you have, like Blue Sky or Twitter, what's the other one? Threads, Instagram. You could start kind of maybe tagging into like seeing what other people post about those groups, and if anyone else has done a fundraiser or any type of awareness about it, maybe touch base with them and just kind of start building up to it, being like, hey, here's something I want to do. And then you could plan it out. I would give it at least a couple months. So if you're like, okay, I definitely want to do a fundraiser for it this year, I wouldn't recommend doing it close to the holidays, because people are already spending a lot of money. So they're going to be like, ooh, I would, but I spent all my money on Christmas presents or something. So, you know, it's a tight time of year financially. So like summer, fall. So if you wanted to do one this year, you could be like September, October kind of situation. People are probably still going to start buying stuff for Christmas, getting ready for the holidays, but it's early enough, I think, that they could be like, oh, yeah, I can, you know, throw $5, $10, $15, whatever towards this campaign. But you know, let's say if you're like, okay, I'm going to start it in September, maybe start talking about it and getting things together now. And then a month prior to the actual fundraiser, really start talking it up, start advertising, stuff like that. PCOS Awareness Month isn't perfect. And then in August, because I know you make stuff too, not to like give you a whole bunch of stuff to do, because you know you're a little busy growing a human, and just being a person who works and is busy. But you could do little giveaways. You could reach out to the PCOS like community. I'm sure I am a great ideas person, truly. Let me see. My organization is the word I couldn't. I was like, what's the word I want? Organization. And you could check their Twitch does have a fundraising tool. I do believe they take a cut. I do want to say that. Definitely double check me on that, but I'm like there's the alarm. The siren's going off. I do believe Twitch takes a cut of whatever funds are raised. Tiltify, I would check Tiltify to see if PCOS has, like, if that organization is in the Tiltify organization group. And maybe they did forget about daylight savings. And for Tiltify, all of the money raised just goes straight to the organization. They don't take anything. And I'm sure you're aware of it already, Sam, but like that's the PCOS Awareness Association, and for anyone else who wants to look at it. But you could reach out to them. That's always a good idea too, is if you want to fundraise for an organization that like maybe you've never really interacted with necessarily, like with the group or with anyone related to the organization, just reach out and say, hey, like I have this, or I know someone who has it, or I have like, this is my relation to this particular like disorder, disease, whatever. They've been my main source of information. I would just reach out and they can put you in touch with whoever is going to be like kind of could answer your question best, but say like, hey, like here's, you know, me in relation to PCOS, and I would like to fundraise for the organization. I'm planning on doing it during this time frame. Like, this is what I'm planning on doing. Are there any graphics? Are there any assets? Like anything that you guys could provide me that I could show on my stream, or that I could, you know, post about to give more information, raise more awareness, and then they could help you with that as well. And they might even have some people like GoTel. We had a bunch of LFA staff, like so many this year, pop into streams and just be like, hey, this is so-and-so from the LFA. What's up? And, you know, who knows? Maybe they'll have someone that's like, hey, this is so-and-so from the PCOS organization. What's up? Appreciate it. Like, they may pop in, or they may be able to like direct more traffic to you, or like kind of on their own social medias be like, hey, this person is fundraising and raising awareness for this. Go check them out. Here's, you know, their Twitch link. Go see what they're doing. So I love ideas. I love fundraising. We love helping charity. So there's all that. So if you need I absolutely reach out to the organization. You could even go ahead and set up your campaign in Tiltify if you want to like do some research on Tiltify. There's also a Tiltify Discord. I don't know if I can send you an invite, but I can figure that out. If you're interested in that, let me know. Because the Tiltify, like folks who work at Tiltify are in that Discord and they can help answer questions and stuff. And just other people in there can also help answer questions. But if you want to like do a little research and see if the PCOS organization is in Tiltify, hopefully they are. And then if you wanted to use Tiltify as your fundraising platform, and then you could go ahead and set up your campaign now, just kind of have like a basic bare bones, it's ready. And then just start now. If you want to like grab some games on sale, or see if like other people, if they're like, hey, if you've got like a game key that I could do a giveaway for during my fundraiser, or if you wanted to make like just cute little things, if it's like, oh yeah, I could make 2 small crochet, just cute little things, and like limit it to maybe just the US or Canada, whatever, so that when you send out, maybe shipping's not like super wild. If you wanted to do that, not to put more on your plate, but things like that. We love talking charity and we love talking about fundraising. That could be my PowerPoint for Allie's PowerPoint. I'm like, here, let me sit down. Let's chat. Tian's too. Tian could do the same thing. I think I figured out things. I've learned it's not my fault. It's not your fault. I don't know what was potentially your fault, but I'm glad it's not. And it never was. We have so much to chat. I didn't mean to ramble that long. So many options. I'm excited for the PowerPoint thing. I like learning about new stuff, or even if it's stuff that like I know about, but maybe I don't have a lot of information about. I'm like, tell me your information. I want to know. Me. No. PowerPoints? I'm excited. Having an ongoing issue where every few streams all my audio will stop monitoring through my headphones. That's dumb and annoying. Replacement jacket got delivered today. I gotta go and check the mail. My books got delivered last night. I need to make a note, because I'm gonna forget. Found a thread on OBS forum. Ongoing issues since 2021. Just a bug they never really fixed. Just a bug. Also have book. Check. Hang on. Check. Mail. That's like my Ark. The game keeps crashing. I think it's just ASA. But like I did some Googling and some searching. I verified the game files. Everything came back fine. And I was like, Tian, can you just, and like Tian's like, let me look, and like he can kind of double check. And so he also Googled, and yeah, working as intended. Not a bug, it's a feature. And basically it's just like a thing that happens. Cause he like even looked up the crash report. Like I don't know what he was looking up, but he like Googled it, and he was like, it's just like a thing that happens. I was like, I kind of figured. I don't know, Steve. But it's like when it crashes, I've never had it hard crash me like that before. I'll have it crash and then I just restart it. But the last 2 times on stream on Friday, it like hard crash, like everything, screens went black. I had to hard restart my computer. But then like a couple days ago, I was just playing on my own and it crashed again, black screens. And then after a few minutes, the computer restarted by itself. And I had never had that happen before. So that was weird to me. Roxy, thank you for your $11 for giving me $300. I really appreciate it. For GoTel. And I was like, that's the weird part. Is like, I've never had it crash that hard. But apparently that's just the thing. And I was like, that sounds right. And then I was laughing because I was like, with like any other game, maybe not any other, but most games, this would happen. These like big crashes and people would be like, what the fuck? What's going on? Give me my money back or fix it. What's happening? They would either be able to find something out or they would just be pissed. Meanwhile, ARC players are just like, it happens. Oh well. We just accept it and keep playing this stupid game. And I'm sure there's other games like that. But I'm like, why is it? It made me laugh because I'm like, other games this would happen and people would be up in arms. Meanwhile, those who play ARC all the time are just like, damn, it crashed again. Restart. You try turning it off and on. So random. It will work for 4 days, not work for a day, work for 2 days, stop working for 6 days. Yeah, it's not you, it's the computer. Bug with audio splitting. If I kept everything through desktop, it works fine, but I hate that. Only fix is to disable all audio and settings, save it, close OBS, reopen OBS, switch everything back on. I just have to do that every few days. ARC players is a special breed of gamers, yes. Willing to play is not broken, it's a feature. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, the crashing is a feature. Oh, it's fine. I just want to play my dinosaur game. That's all I want. I just want to play my dinosaur game. We were supposed to have... I think Strange came in here and they were like, we were both like, you know, if this happens. I have an update for Magic Arena. Also for Sea of Thieves. Oh no, that's Lost Ark. I also have one for Lost Ark. I have a lot of updates to do. I believe we were supposed to get Ragnarok on ASA, like on the 2nd. That hasn't happened because I've had no updates. And I'm also not surprised. But I love Ragnarok. I haven't played all the maps on ASE, but that's the few that I've played, the handful, that's one of my favorites. And I know a lot of people love Ragnarok, so I'm really excited. It was Ark's birthday, 10th birthday. Lost Ark. I haven't touched Lost Ark. I checked it the other day. In many moons. Let's see. February 20th. I should play Ark today. I was playing Ark, so when I crashed, I went and I was fine. Luckily, nothing attacked me when I logged back in. Went back to camp. And then I got on a raptor that I was willing to lose. Then I crashed again. In a safe area, but there were tickle chickens around. And troodons. And other raptors. So I could potentially get murdered when I log back in. Like, it's a safe area, but there's things that can kill me in my direct vicinity. So that's not great. Only way to fix Ark is get the guy that built Roller Coaster Tycoon in assembly. A couple of moons. I know, I feel like Lost Ark, it's kind of like Art. I need to dedicate a time where I'm like, I'm going to do nothing else. This is all I'm doing for the next 8 hours. Yeah, if I Lost Ark, I'm not reading books. If I Animal Cross, I'm not reading. If I'm ARC, I'm not reading. If I'm ARC, I'm gone for like 10 hours. I don't know if there's a lot. I know there's ARC on mobile. I've debated on downloading it just to see what it looked like. Cause I'm like, how the fuck do you play this game on mobile? I used to play it on controller, which it was dumb. I would play ARC on controller, but I would still use the hotbar, the 1 through 0. I would still use like the mouse and the keyboard for some things because it was just easier. And then I just transitioned over to just using the keyboard, which was way easier. So I'm like, how the hell do you play this on mobile? Ain't no way. By RuneScape, I can read depending on the activity. If it crashes on PC, I can only imagine what happens in mobile. Yeah, I'm like, there are some games I'm just like, how do you play that on phone? How? Or even like, well, I guess a Steam Deck it's like a mini computer. But still, like if I'm playing a game with a mouse and I just have like the handheld controller, yeah, I feel like my phone would explode if I played ARC on mobile. I've never downloaded it because I'm like, I just can't be bothered. But also I was like, how much is that going to take up on my phone? Not that I would keep it on there, but I just wanted to see. And I was like, that's going to be a big download. And it'll take up a lot of space. And it's just going to be a mess. All those Samsung Pocket Fireworks, all those people playing ARC. They were like, I have to have ARC on my phone. Okay. I need lunch. I don't have lunch, but I need to figure something out. We don't have a lot of food. We need to go to the grocery store. Okay. I have my, whatever that is, bookmark. Need to pick up my mail. My books came in, and I also want to play Animal Crossing a little bit. I also want to play ARC, because when I crashed, I was still outside of my base. Maybe I can play ASE. I have things to do. I need to not play games. Okay, I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna close that. Dinos! If it would just work, maybe ASE would work. I really want to play. I really want to finish. Like, there's three more artifacts that I need before I can go and fight the dragon, which is the last boss that I need to fight. Well, one of the last bosses I need to fight on ASA, Gamma, the island, and then I need to fight the Overseer, but whatever. But I was like, I'm too scared to go into the caves, especially the snow caves, because if I crash in there, I'm big fucked. Like, crashing just out and about is one thing, but crashing in a cave trying to on an artifact run, I'm big fucked, and I wouldn't get out alive. But I only have 3 more artifacts. Granted, 1 or 2, we have an ad-in coming in 3 minutes. That's fine. 2 of those caves are not easy. 1 is very hard. Like, maybe ASE would work. My poor Pixel 5 runs hot as hell if I play anything. Try playing a GBA emulator on my phone. I was worried I was gonna burn my fingerprints. I have the 7, and I liked my 5s. I like the 5 better in the sense that it felt like the battery lasted a lot longer than the 7. I love the Pixel though. I've had iPhone, Pixel, and then some other Android phone, I think. Did I? I think. But the Pixel is my favorite by far. I never had a good time with the fucking iPhone. There was always a fucking problem. Pixel 8 is good. I think my brother-in-law has the 8 because I know the 9 just came out. I'd like to get the 9. This one runs fine though, is the thing. So, okay, we're gonna let the ad run. We might do like a short sprint. Might do like a short little cute sprint and then bounce. What am I gonna eat for lunch? We got no food. Well, we have food. That's a lie. We've got food. I don't know. Placed my battery about a year ago. Doing okay. Truthfully, the oldest Android version supported just kind of eats battery. Are we all getting a new phone? I think we're all getting a new phone. No, not. We're gonna do like 30. We'll do 30. Short sprint, then dinos. Need a new job. I'll just get you a new phone. It'll come in the mail. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. My phone is good. Tyler needs a new phone. I'll send Tyler a new phone. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna start an ad. We're gonna start this timer. Yeah, Sugar Sister Pizza Cat. It's me. Me. Okay. We're gonna do short sprint. So everyone get your work hats on and do whatever. Need a new house. I'll send you a new house in the mail. Don't worry about it. You have to unpack it though. You don't have to assemble it. You just have to open it. Okay. 30-minute sprint. Go. Bite me! Now, welcome back. I think that was our last sprint. All I know is I have suspicions and I want to write. I've been making a shit ton of notes for my video, but just in general, like there's a little suspicious. Are they covering something up? It's a little suspicious. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Good sprint. This is good. I'm getting back into like streaming. It was a weird, this spring was weird. We're resetting for the summer. We can actually sit down and get stuff done. I need to have lunch. Maybe I could have noodles. We'll figure it out. Anyways, suspicion. I have suspicions and I don't trust people. One of them's being weird. Can't have full lunch, so I had snacky. I had snacky earlier. Did I? Yeah, I had a bowl of cereal. I was like, did I eat breakfast? Because the other day, I just wasn't hungry. And then it was like, it was the day that Tian was home because I remember like one or two, I was like, I don't think I've eaten today. And he was like, I don't think you have either. But then I still wasn't really, like, I was kind of hungry, but not really hungry. I didn't eat for most of the day, which isn't great. I don't advocate for that. So I'm trying to make sure I'm eating. But pizza Pringles, yes. Do I have pizza bites in the freezer? Maybe. We might eat those. We all of us together. You're coming over and we're all gonna have pizza bites together. Okay. Wait, no, I want to change it. We're gonna go see Dilly. Dilly on. I want to change it. Demolition. I can't spell. Derby. Dilly. Dilly on. Day. What a great. Excellent. It's fun to give Dylan new names all the time. It's a good time. We're gonna use those instead. Love some pizza bites. I know, like, I'm trying to do better. Christina DeLeon. That's a good one too. Went to the neurologist on Monday. And it was just like, it was a first meeting, so it was a good first meeting, but overall, I have options in case I want to change the medication that I'm currently taking for preventative. This is what y'all don't hire me for. You're hired. But also just like overall lifestyle changes, which I had already started working towards. Like, I've been taking walks regularly. And then like I've got a race. I got 2 races I'm training for. So like I need to start running again. So I'm doing walking, running. I'm going to try to fit in strength training. Maybe not right away, but just get into a routine and then add strength training in there. Because strength training is always a good choice. But do whatever you can do safely and consistently and that you enjoy doing. And as needed, cleared by your doctor. So, you guys, yeah, exactly. We'll exercise for you. Your exercise can just be like, you know, maybe some light stretching. That was like the YMCA. You could do the YMCA if you wanted to. Yeah, do some walking. If you go outside, everybody who goes outside, make sure you put on sunscreen, even if it's cloudy, because the sun can still come through. Make sure you put on sunscreen. Take some water. We're gonna go see Dilly. I'm gonna eat probably pizza bites. I could make a sandwich. I'll figure it out. Cloud protect me from sun. But like overall lifestyle changes. What am I doing? So we're working on that. I bribed the clouds. We have just bright sun today. I was gonna do a shout out and that's just incorrect. Okay, Dilly is doing demos, so we're gonna go see Demolition Dilly. Yeah, we've had some air quality alerts for a few days because of the wildfires. I'm like, that's not cute. We don't want no wildfires. They can go away. They can just stop existing. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me as I read my book and you did stuff or didn't do stuff, whatever, your choice. I'm not your mom. I'm your dad. So have a good day. I am gonna try to stream on Friday. Probably gonna be very short because it's Ian's birthday on Friday. We're going to a concert, but the concert starts pretty damn early. I want to say at like 6:30, which I know most people will be like, oh my God, that's too early. That's great for me. I don't want to be out until the early hours. I like it when things start early. So I think what we're going to do is have like a late lunch and then go to the concert. Yeah, a 6:30 concert sounds like heaven. So I was okay with that. I was like, wow, that's early. And he was like, yeah. I was like, that sounds great though. So maybe like a short stream, and I will probably just, do more of this. Afternoon tea concert. I don't, it's local artists. I think they're all local because one of the local artists that opened for Mr. Wives and crap, what's her name? He has her record somewhere. Bishop Briggs, a local artist, opened for both of them last year, I think. And so he was like, oh, she's playing and she's going to open for whoever the other person is. But I think they're all local, so I'm excited. 6 p.m. hockey game. Remember to cheer for Canada today. Go Oilers. Not Florida. Canada. The whole time. All week. Just go Canada. 8-hour drive. Might pop in and say hi. I hope you guys have a safe drive. I know your friend getting in tomorrow, so I know you're not leaving right away. But I hope you guys have a safe drive, safe trip and a fun trip. A good time. Enjoy it. There's that. I have to go get... Hold on. What the frickety frack? Okay, there's one. Then 2. But I want this one. Excellent. Copy a raid message. We're going to go say hey to Dilly. I've had him... I claimed first and second because I refreshed to try to get FERT and I thought it was gone. So I hit second. But then it like refreshed again and I saw FERT. So I nailed both. Sorry, not sorry. Haha, gotta be faster. Okay, I'll see you guys Friday. Have a good day. Drink your water, wear your sunscreen. Okay, bye.